welcome to the show.
That is not our intro.
No?
No.
Why not? What are you talking about? It's how I eat spaghetti.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
You would have been.
It's the splash guard. When you're slurping up the nudes, you know, you don't want the red sauce to spray all over.
And you,
Is that not?
that's
Not you're on a date. You're on a first date. You're at an Italian place. What else do you order? It's spaghetti.
You're going to town.
And then you're just housing it because it's delicious. Obviously, you're at a vintage Italian restaurante, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, my date, she's wearing a really nice blouse, and I don't want to fuck her blouse up. So then you get your noodles on the fork, you shove them in your mouth, and then you know the classic. To try to get the noodles up, but then they go like this, they kind of helicopter, you know, and then so you got to put the hand over, so you're like, and then once you start to swallow, you go. Welcome to the show.
Bourbon. Belts. Blockbusters. You are listening to the Triple B Podcast. Let's fucking go.
Tim, we're back.
We are back.
We're here.
Yes, we are.
And we got a double dose of cocktails for us.
Yes, we do. Because last week you introduced 2 new bourbons.
I did as a reminder.
A bourbon and a half.
Yeah, bourbon and a half. Last week, we, for the first time on the show, we tried a non-alcoholic bourbon. We got the Free Spirits, the Spirit of Bourbon. And understandably enough, we rated it fairly low on our bourbon scale, considering what we usually do. Yeah. Because, again, I don't know that it was meant to be a sipper.
Yeah.
Right? Like, bourbons you can sip on. Most people that drink bourbon do. I don't know that that's meant to be a sipper. I feel like that's more meant towards a cocktail.
Yeah.
And then we also have last week's Bluff Springs, the Select Barrel Reserve. Okay? Yeah. So, both of them, I mean, obviously, a non-alcoholic bourbon that is meant for cocktails. There's only one cocktail you got to try it in to see if it's any good. Mm-hmm. Right? And that's an old fashioned. And then the Bluff Springs specifically talked about, except I think it was on the it was on the tag, the tag label, the price tag label. It talked specifically about an old fashioned, it being like really good in an old fashioned. So for the cocktail this week,
Did classic
old fashioned. I did pizzazz it up slightly. I muddled I muddled a thin orange slice and cherries into the actual cocktail itself, just to infuse those flavors a little more. And because we have done just classic old fashions on the show a couple times, I think now. Yeah. And we've done a lot of different variations of old fashions. So wanted to do it a little bit different just to make it slightly new for us. Which one do we want to go for first?
Let's go for the Free Spirit.
The Free Spirit one.
We're going
NA.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to finger yours.
You finger blasted my cocktail. Jeez Louise.
Oh, yeah.
You usually have to buy me dinner first.
Not with the way you were talking about your spaghetti.
Cheers. Fine. I won't get spaghetti. I'll get chicken fingers. I will say, much better in a cocktail than just sipping it straight, I think.
Yeah. But you still get the same,
the
bourbon sensation that, like exactly how we sipped it last week. It's exactly there.
It is, yeah. It's the same thing. So it's like that's kind of sour, and then there is that burn. Yeah. You don't really know where it's coming from, but there is that burn, that aftertaste. I will say I don't feel like.
And it overpowers the old fashioned.
It does. 100. I was just gonna say I don't feel like I'm getting any really part of the actual old fashioned. It still just tastes like the Free Spirits.
I added a little
But
bit
it
of
is
the
significantly better.
Oh, for sure.
It is significantly better with those flavors added in. It kind of cuts that
cuts
flavor that we just couldn't really pinpoint last week. It really kind of cuts it down, and it does make this a little more enjoyable of a sipper.
It kind of gets rid of that like watery part at first when you first sip it. It's there still, but not as much.
All right. My thought process was, if we wanted to, we don't have to, but if we wanted to, when we do cocktails, we could keep trying it.
Oh, yeah.
It'll help us finish the bottle,
Yeah.
but also just continue to see if we find a bourbon cocktail that we do actually like, that we could be like, oh, we can actually see this.
Yeah.
Because if you were to do a more like more citrusy forward cocktail,
Yeah.
that might actually not be bad,
That's true.
right?
Yeah.
But that definitely overpowers an old fashioned. Maybe there's just not enough to an old fashioned. Which I guess makes sense to an extent, because
it really
bourbon
does highlight the bourbon.
Old fashioned
on that.
is a bourbon forward cocktail.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's get to the good shit. Cheers.
There it is.
That's what I'm talking about.
There it is.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go a 5 and a 10.
Yeah. I'll join you on that because it did elevate. So like you said,
did.
a 4, I think it's a
4.
4.5 or 5. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did elevate it a little bit, but not
enough.
a great.
Not enough. I do now. I'm like almost determined to try to find a cocktail
to make
that
it
actually like that. We're like, oh, that's an 8.
Yeah,
You know.
I think you're right though. I think like a citrusy, something that the flavor more overpowers the bourbon a little more.
Yeah.
So I think you're right there.
That is going to bring us over to our talking points.
Bourbon Talk.
We actually got a few things to talk about here today. So first up, we're back with Hawk Talk. We're going to be back with Hawk Talk every week moving forward through, fingers crossed, hopefully
Super Bowl.
the Saturday after Valentine's Day of 2027, because that's the Super Bowl.
What is your wife gonna think if the Seahawks are on the Super Bowl? I
already told her last year. I was like, babe, we can do whatever you want for Valentine's Day next year, as long as Seattle's not in the Super Bowl. If Seattle's in the Super Bowl, we're celebrating I keep almost saying Thanksgiving. We're celebrating Valentine's Day on another day. Or we can go get brunch.
There you go.
Something. We'll do something early. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll do dinner the night before. We'll do brunch the day of. We can do dinner the following night. That's fine. I don't care.
It's probably better the night after, anyways.
Yeah.
Less crowded and all that. So.
Yeah, I guess you don't want to go out the night before. Isn't that Galentine's Day?
Oh yeah.
Get bombarded by a bunch of.
You can't take your wife out on Valentine's Day. All right. Anyways.
Anyhoozle, we got episode 2 of Hard Knocks Training Camp with Seattle Seahawks to discuss here.
I'm loving this show. It's like the Unreal of WWE, but I think I like this even more just because football is not scripted. It's
for sure.
It's real personalities clashing here and everything, and you see some clashing in this episode, but quick resolution too.
Yeah.
And what really stuck out to me in this episode was how close the team is together, from the offense to the defense. Everyone is just cohesive. There's veterans, coaching up young guys and giving them good pointers. You had Abe Lucas giving pointers to the defense, going, hey, do this. You're going far out.
Yep.
You're going too far out, and that was just really cool to see. It's just been a fun ride.
Yeah. No, I think you hit. I think you hit the nail on the head there with just the fact that, and I'm sure this happens across the league.
For sure.
Specific to Seattle, but just the fact that you have the offense and defense when the guys are on the sideline by each other and something's going on the field, they're all like talking about it together and breaking it down and giving each other pointers and like, hey, this is how you could beat us. This is how you could do this. This is how you could do that. Because all that's going to do when you have the best defense in the league on the field and, you know, a top 5 offense going against each other, you're just making each other better. So that's really cool to see. I think it's also just, it was cool to see like that episode kind of be focused more on Derek Hall. And like I didn't know he was a preemie. He had he was given a 1% chance to live from birth, and now he's this fucking massive human being. Just got a huge payday.
Yeah.
Just won the Super Bowl. Like it's just like, it's like, holy crap, that's really cool. And like that just right there in of itself made me just be like, fuck, I like Derek Hall even more now.
Yeah.
Made me like grateful for the fact that we kept him and not that I didn't like Boye Mafe, but that the Boye Mafe went and got his money elsewhere.
Yeah.
And we kept Derek Hall and we signed Derek Hall to an extension for cheaper.
Yeah.
But he also, like I think I said last week or the week before or whatever, that he was like, he's like, I'd take whatever discount needed to stay here because he just loves this team. He loves what we're doing and he knows that it's special. So yeah, it's really cool. I really liked Mike McDonald's Warriors in the Garden anecdote there. I thought that was really cool because it is true. It's really true. You know, there's not many professions in the world where you have to be expected to be this way off, like outside of it, but then be just an absolute savaged animal during it.
Yeah.
Right. And so like that has to be a tough line to walk.
Yeah.
That can't be an easy thing to do. And so the Warriors in the Garden, that whole thing, I was like, that's so perfect. So
yeah, that
was really cool.
Yeah, I agree. Mike McDonald is just a really cool coach. He's not. Carroll seemed like he was a great motivational coach, but almost like too cheesy. And Mike McDonald he's blunt, but also just like to the point. He just kind of brings it to reality, and it's really nice.
Well, and he's the same way across the board with everybody too, which I think is really respectable. Like you have Derek Hall, you know, arguably your, you know, best or at least top 2 pass rushers. You just gave him a big extension in the offseason, and he's fucking up during practice, not doing what you want him to do, and he's doing things that are just blatantly dangerous, especially for this part of training camp, and doing it towards, whether, you know, purposefully or not, he's going too hard for what they're trying to get out of that portion of practice, and putting other people in a position to potentially get hurt because of him. Yeah. Right. And like, that's never what you want. And so I thought it was really cool to just like, and we got to see it twice, right? Because that's how the episode started. And then they went back to it later and then saw the whole thing play out. But he's like, get him off the field. And he starts yelling at him. And Derek Hall's talking shit. And he goes, yeah, you can talk shit all you want, but it turns out I'm the one running the fucking practice. I was like, let's go, McDonald. That was fucking awesome.
That was awesome.
It's like, if that's the other thing too. If Derek Hall wanted to, he could eat Mike McDonald. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, he is twice the fucking size of him. And, you know, but like, that's just that respect and love for each other and the game and everything, that you can have those blow ups and then it can settle down and quick, you know, calmer heads prevail. And it was cool that Derek Hall, in his little sit down during all of that, he's talking, you know, behind the scenes, like, you know, whether I agree or don't agree, it's how I respond, and I can't let that one incident impact the way the rest of practice goes. Yeah. And it was like, what a cool thing for a young dude to be able to like say too. So
it was also cool to see Marshawn Lynch make his appearance. Dude awesome. Is fucking hilarious.
He's so funny.
Him talking to Okada.
Oh God, I know. He's like, what is going on with all these white DBs? and he said, I'm sorry. I came over here and all disrespectfully.
So his hip work, and he was okay.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
I'll make you 90.
The episode ends on a little bit of a cliffhanger, which we have since gotten the follow through on outside of the show, but it ended with Seattle trying out, giving a workout to Terrion Arnold, who is the former Lions cornerback who was cut earlier this offseason after he's been faced with like 8 felony charges. Pretty rough stuff. But they, he had multiple workouts. I think he worked out for the Texans, the Giants, us, and I want to say like maybe the Cowboys or something. He worked out for 4 teams. And yeah, so I don't really know. I mean, I've read about what the charges are. I'm not following the court case or anything really, so I don't really know like what the outlook of it truly is, but there's obviously some form of anticipation of him maybe being able to play, because if not, then why would teams be like actively bringing him in? Because it's like if you know that all he's going to be able to do is play in the preseason and end up on the exempt list and potentially go to prison, and I mean he's like what he's facing is potential life imprisonment. So it is kind of an interesting situation. So I was just curious on what your thoughts are on the fact that we did go out after we got that episode. I think it was Thursday, maybe it was announced that we did sign him.
Yeah.
So we signed him to what I think a 1-year league minimum contract.
I mean, obviously he's a good player. Like he's a first rounder, and he's
not according to the entire Lions fan base on social media. Everything I've read, they're like, he's a shitty player. Good luck. And I'm just like, I mean, he was a number 24 pick.
We also
2 years ago.
You also see Hawks fans say that about DK Metcalf, and
that's true.
like it's just those fans that take the game too seriously and just are butthurt that their good player win. I mean, if anything, he's on a same level as Rick Woolen. So you can get a replacement in that. So the reward is there if he does get to play. It's interesting, to your point, is that we don't know if he's going to be on the exempt list or if he does go to prison. But signing him to a league minimum, it's low risk, right?
Low risk, potentially high reward.
It's just we've Seahawks have signed some controversial players before, but this might be like the top, like just possibly, pending charges, So, but it could play out. You got to let the court case play out and everything.
I mean, and that's the thing, and I would be saying this whether it was our team or not. I've said this about a lot of stuff that revolved around the Me Too movement, when in terms of actors and other famous people being dropped from a bunch of shit without any form of due process actually taking place.
Yeah.
And it's like, just because charges come out, that should not be the reason why your entire job and livelihood crumble.
Yeah.
You should be able to maintain your innocence, continue maintaining your innocence until you are proven guilty. That's the entire point of our legal system, is innocent until proven guilty. So just because things come out, people are wrongly accused of shit all the time, and you never know how it actually plays out. You know, I mean, there's so many people's lives have been upended,
ruined from
wrongfully, false accusations. So who knows how this plays out? I think on just a straight football level, I mean, it's a pretty fucking smart move. You have, like I said, a former first round pick, potentially being paired up with Devin Witherspoon, who is also a former first round pick, who, from everything I've read, they played similarly. Like they're like run force corners too. Like he'll come down and make tackles, not a lot of missed tackles on his resume. I know he's had penalty and PI issues, but so have a lot of our fucking DBs. When you're playing defense aggressively in this league, you're going to get those penalties because they make it you're not allowed to touch the fucking receivers. but you just keep fucking doing it.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I don't know, but I also read that he is one of the higher rated corners in the league when he's in like a cover 2, when he has help over the top, because he just can play more loose.
Yeah.
So, and we do a lot of, 1 to 2 high safety looks. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. He's not going to play tonight, but I would assume he'll end up playing next week. I know he had like an arraignment Thursday or something. I haven't read anything that's come out about that. But
yeah. And the league has handed down some punishments on other players.
Yeah,
recently.
The Falcons outside linebacker, I think, just got an 8-game suspension for violating the personal conduct policy.
And then there was a 6-game ban for PDs or something. I don't know. It was something from another player. So
Puka could be facing a suspension as well.
Yeah. So
but yeah,
that punishment could be handed down soon if depending on what happened from that case.
Yeah, I feel like with this. Because that was just the arraignment. That wasn't even that wasn't like the court case or anything.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be a kind of a long drawn out process, I assume.
Yeah.
And I would assume that the league's not gonna make any decision on anything until after they know what actually happens.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be like, all right, we're gonna ban you. We're gonna ban you for 6 games, and then he goes to prison for life, and you're like, that didn't age well.
I think they learned from Ray Rice.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
6 games suspension, and then video comes out.
Yeah. Next, we also on my drive down here, the news broke that, and at first I was just like, I totally wasn't even thinking about the fact that he was up for an extension. I just saw breaking news: Seahawks cornerback Devin Witherspoon, and I was like, oh my god, he got fucking hurt in training camp. I was like, fuck, and then I was like, agree to on turn. I was like, oh my god, thank God. So we currently have the highest paid wideout and the highest paid DB on our team. Both were first round draft picks in the same draft.
Yeah.
Spoon being number 5 and was JSN 20?
It was like 2019.
Yeah, something like that.
It was right in that range, yeah.
So they just signed Spoon to a 4-year, $132 million contract that is with over $101 million guaranteed. I'm wondering, I didn't find anything so far because it just broke about like the actual full details of the contract, but I'm wondering if they were able to form it in the same vein as JSN's, where it's essentially, it's a $4,132,000 extension, but I believe they still have their 5th-year option too.
Oh.
Right? Because they were both 2023 draft picks. Mm-hmm. So the 23, 24, 24, 25, 25, 26 seasons, 3 years. I don't know if they both signed 3 or 4 year rookie deals with the 5th-year option, because I know that's what JSN did. So JSN's is essentially like, we have him locked up for 6 more years.
Oh, damn.
Even though it was a 4-year extension.
Know that. Yeah.
So I'm wondering if they did Spoon the same way, because they're still going to play out the rest of this contract. Mm-hmm. But then
add those.
Yeah. So I don't know if they accept, like, if whatever it is like optioned for the 5th-year option on Spoon too, and added this, because then it's essentially a 6-year, $132 million contract when you kind of break it down like that. So that was what they were saying about JSN's contract, was they were like, this is a brilliant contract extension because you can space the money out.
Yeah.
And while it makes him the highest paid, it's also like a team-friendly deal too. Yeah. So I'm wondering if they're able to do that as well, because I mean that's always nice. But yeah, so
I'm fucking stoked. Yeah, we talked about it from Hard Knocks episode 1, and just
pay him.
And he got it. He got it, and he deserves it. So we got a lockdown cornerback signed.
Yeah, man.
We locked down the lockdown.
We got him. We got Ernest Jones for the next 2 years still. We got Emma Warrior's on his rookie deal. Byron Murphy is still on his rookie deal.
Yeah, he's coming up soon.
Yeah, probably. I would assume maybe this
year.
next off season he'll get an extension also. Yeah, I mean, we got a pretty solid core group of dudes to build around for the foreseeable future on both sides of the ball. So
still young too.
And that brings us to our wellness journey check-in. It's been a few weeks, just the way life has gone. So we'll discuss weigh-ins and just how it's going overall.
Yeah, weighed in, gained a pound. I'm not disappointed by that. I'm taking things slow right now, but I did get 3 workouts in last week, got 3 workouts in this week. So trying to just build that basis again. Workouts have been going good. I got a 3-mile run in yesterday, which felt good. It's tough.
Yep.
It's tough. And I'm not angry about the weigh-in. I'm more angry that last year at this time, like, I saw a memory come up and just how good I was looking and had a good routine in place and being very consistent and everything, and then let things go off the rails again, not like to the extent of where I was before, but just disappointed in myself because
we now have higher expectations, and then we let ourselves get past that. Yeah. So now it's disappointed.
We did it for so long, and it felt good, and just thought I could carry it out and keep it going, and just life fucking happens, and
yeah, man,
one thing leads to another, and then you're looking at haven't worked out in a month. But I'll get back to it, and then fast forward, it's been 3 months, and you're just like, holy shit, time flies. So I would like to just keep things going and just, again, get to that consistency level and not let up. Yeah. That's what I want. But body's feeling good and everything. Like I said, I'm not disappointed in the weight. I know the weight will come. Making better decisions on food, doing some workouts, so that part will come. I'm not worried about that. What about you?
I'm in a pretty similar boat, actually. Yeah, I actually gained 2 pounds. I'm up. I'm about 129 now, 129 to 130, depending on the day.
2 or what?
What did I say?
129.
Clearly, that was not what I meant to say.
I was like, damn.
That's just my right leg. 229, my bad. Yeah, so when I first had us reevaluate this or come back to it, or however you want to look at it, that was, I don't know, it was a little over a month ago now.
Yeah,
I think.
like a month and a half.
Yeah. It was like towards the beginning of July, I think, when I first kind of brought it back up. Well, I've had some shit happen, and since then, my wife and I lost a pregnancy. That fucked us up. And then 3 days after that happened, my grandma died. And so, like, those things just kind of put me in a funk. I was in a pretty low spot for a little while. And so, yeah, just not making good food choices there. I kind of fell off of my own personal wagon of candy for a little short period of time there.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that was rough, and then on top of it, we moved, right? So I didn't have...
That's just exhausting.
Yeah, it's exhausting. It's busy. It's still busy. Like, we're still going back to the other house, and then I start work this next week, so it's...
Oh, shit.
We're kind of on crunch time.
Yeah.
And just trying to make sure that the old house is, like... We're trying to get it on the market in the next, 2 weeks. And on top of all of that, in, every bit of my spare time, I've been working towards finishing my real estate course, too.
Yeah.
So it's been a lot. During the move, we didn't have our home gym stuff set up. We're closer now in the shop at the new place. We still have stuff down and in the way of my in-laws moving their stuff out and us getting our stuff in and just getting shit organized. So like 2 weeks ago, me and Lindsay both signed up for Planet Fitness memberships. And I've been going pretty consistently now with that. So
you got 5 workouts this week, bro.
I got 5 workouts this week.
Hell yeah.
I have in my I use an app called Heavy to just like track and log my workouts, and it like tracks like the weight and stuff that you're using, and it just makes it a little easier to follow. And I have it set up as like a 4-day split. So I do like a pull day, a push day, and then a quad day and a like glute and hamstring day. Mm-hmm. So I go like upper, lower, break, upper, lower, and then the weekend off. So that's what I've been doing. Almost turned a little too far, but yeah, so got back into it. I got 4 last week. I got 5 this week, as I swam for like 30 minutes with Lainey on Sunday. And it was actually like, I think I may have told you, I don't remember exactly, but I got out of the pool and my watch vibrates and I looked at it and it logged, like it just turned on while I was swimming and started tracking. Nice. And it logged that I was swimming for 33 minutes and burned almost 400 calories doing it. I was like, oh shit. Well, that was inadvertent. I was just planning to like be in the water, but Lainey had her life vest on and actually wanted to like swim. Yeah. We went over to like the deepest. We were in like the 15-foot end of the pool.
Oh, damn.
And she's climbing up and making me climb up, and then we're jumping in together and we're swimming across the pool this way and that way and that way. So I was like actually legitimately swimming,
which was the cool, bravest little girl in the world.
Dude, it's scary. It's awesome. She's the coolest thing ever.
Little kids,
seriously. but it is scary sometimes and a little dangerous sometimes because she really doesn't have fear when it comes to doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
And sometimes that
comes to the
bites me in the ass. I've raised her to have no fear, and I have a lot of fear. But anyways, yeah. So workout wise, it's going well. Getting the food. Summers are always hard for me because during the school year, it's really easy for me to like track my shit. I eat like the exact same thing pretty much every day.
Yeah.
I'm in a routine, like all that. Summers are always hard for me to kind of stay on top of stuff, but I've done actually a decent job this summer of not just like fully falling off.
Yeah.
And us getting back into this has helped as well. So I'm more mindful. I log certain things here and there just to like kind of see where I'm at throughout the day, so I know like, all right, I don't have to log dinner, I just know I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah,
stuff like that. So once school's back in session, not this next week but the week after, it'll be a lot easier for me to kind of get back on, and then I'll be on my feet more, just naturally at work all day and whatnot. So things are going in the right way.
Yeah.
So
the text messages help, man.
They do.
It just motivates you. You're just like, fuck.
Well, I know by by Tuesday when I was already at 3, I know you were like, fuck.
Yeah. So Wednesday through Friday, I got my 3 in.
Yep.
So,
hell yeah.
But yeah, they definitely help. So we got to keep that going.
Yep. That's going to bring us on over to belts.
Ding, 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 ding.
Well, Timmy, what do you want to talk about?
Monday Night Raw. I got Monday Night Raw this week.
You did.
What a fall off from the week before. It was a pretty boring show, but I got some good things to talk about. But it was a boring show.
Yeah.
Raw was boring.
There wasn't a lot of, wasn't a ton.
I'm going to start off with Penta versus Laredo Kid to kick off the Lucha tournament to face Roman Reigns in Mexico City. Mm-hmm. The match was good. It wasn't great.
It wasn't what I was expecting. Like, we literally pointed this match out last week. Like, that's going to be fucking awesome. And I agree. I think it was a little bit of a letdown from what our expectations were, but it was still a good match.
My expectations were really high. Yeah. I thought the match just felt like it was going in slow motion for 90% of it. Then towards the end, it was like kicking into high gear, but definitely weird feel to the match. Still good, just not great. I'm still excited for this tournament because there is a lot of good people in it. And do you think the finals will be Rey Fenix versus Penta.
I 100% think the finals are going to be Rey Fenix versus Penta.
'Cause
I thought that the second I saw the fucking graphic that Penta's on the top and Rey's on the bottom, I was like, they're finally going to give us the Lucha Bros.
Yeah.
But it's going to be in one-on-one action, which is fine.
I'm excited for that potential of that match. I don't think maybe Dragon Lee versus Penta would be the next match I'm excited for.
Because what is Dragon Lee facing Wagner Jr.?
Yes,
right?
Yeah, and so if what I think is going to happen, Dragon Lee moves on Rey Fenix, so it would either be those two, and I'm assuming Penta goes on to the finals, if not winning it all. So but
I just think like this is pretty much like, no, it wasn't El Grande Americano or whatever, but I feel like it's going to play out exactly what I kind of said last week, where I was like, it needs to not be this, but it's just going to be one of the main roster luchas that ends up facing Roman, and I'm like, I feel like you could have gone a different way with that.
Absolutely. I thought it was going to lean more towards the AAA superstars and get them on and give it its time to shine. But then once I saw the brackets, I was like, okay, this is probably going to Penta.
Okay. You know where it's going,
Next up, Maxine and Theory are getting a little cringy. This episode was cringe. Like, she
weird.
was super clingy on him. Like, the way Paul Heyman was like, I'm talking about her. Like, she has that it factor and is like the brains of everything. But she was not portrayed that way in this.
She hasn't been portrayed that way at all, I don't think.
No, it's just she was like pulling him to kiss him like mid entrance. It was cringy.
Yeah,
and
it's weird.
I don't know. She's got a husband. I know we're in kayfabe and everything. We know Dom is married as well, but it just Dom and Liv do a really good job selling a relationship, but not going overboard.
Yeah.
I think Maxine's doing the opposite, and it's just cringy to me. I don't know.
Yeah,
it feels weird.
It is weird. I agree. That's 100%. It's weird. It's awkward. It had so much potential, and like true WWE fashion, it's just gone down the shitter already in the last couple weeks. So,
and it's coming. This kind of blends into my next talking point, but it's coming at the expense of Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker's coming at the expense of Braun Breaker because this weird stalker-like fucking antics that he's having now over Oba Femi is fucking weird too.
Yeah.
That simply could have just been a call out and they go face to face. Like, why did it have to be all this weird shit to get to that face off last week?
Yeah.
Like, it was just weird.
Yeah.
When Logan Paul's the only normal fucking person in a group, we have an issue here.
That's true.
When he's literally like the person that is acting normal in a group, there's an issue. That's not okay.
So going into my next talking point is the Braun and Oba face-off. I'm intrigued because in all things, this should be a great match. This should be one of those future WrestleMania matches. But I think it's too early. Especially after what you've done to Braun Breaker since losing to Punk, losing to Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Like, his trajectory is at an all-time low right now.
Yeah, and you have the exact opposite that was happening with Oba. So now this feels like a crash landing for Oba.
Yeah. How do you go from... I know it would be tough for any writer to go from Brock Lesnar to... not going for the title right away, and how do you write that?
Yeah.
But writing it to go against Braun Breaker right now is just it seems too fast.
When he's the sidekick to Austin Theory and a tag champ as a tag title holder, it's like, what?
Yeah, he feels like the third guy in the group right now.
Yeah.
Like, you got Theory, who's the main guy right now.
And you know why I think part of that issue is? It's because Braun Breaker still can't cut a fucking promo to save his life.
Yeah. I would agree.
That's the main issue. Logan Paul and Austin Theory are both really fucking good on the mic, so they keep getting the fucking time to talk.
Yeah.
And Braun Breaker just stands there. Obafemi? Where's Obafemi, Tim? Do you think Obafemi's the future, Tim? You sound like Paul. Fucking
God.
like, what are we doing?
Yeah. So just weird. It's a weird time right now for those two. And my banger, and it's a very loose banger. There wasn't much to pull from, but
A loose banger. It's the fucking worst.
Solo
Throwing hot
opening
dog
the
down a
show.
hallway. What?
Solo opening the show going, it's just me, ooh. It's just me, ooh. Am I in the right place? He is just on a whole nother
so
level
fucking good,
with
man.
his solo going solo. Solo dolo. I'm loving everything about it when Jay like goes, "This is your warning shot." Bow. And then he's like,
hey, everybody back there okay? Nobody got shot, did you? Woo. All right.
and then he goes
he
on
does
to go,
his own. Pew. Yeah. This is your warning shot.
pew. It's just so good.
I love it.
Solo does go on to lose to Jay at the end of the night and is supposedly supposed to be presented to Roman next week.
I don't think it's going to happen.
I feel like either LA Knight interrupts.
Man. I feel like LA Knight's going to come out for the save. It's
which he should have done last week, but
no,
but
I kind of like this.
I like the unknowingness because to me it could go a few different ways. Like,
well, yeah.
Roman's like, this isn't the way I wanted you to go about things, Jay, and no, this isn't it.
Yeah.
Or LA Knight comes to the rescue, fueling that feud between LA Knight and Roman more.
Or Solo just keeps fucking popping off at the mouth and making a fucking mockery of this whole thing this coming Monday too.
Yeah.
And then one or both of those things that you said come to fruition from that. So,
but I like the intrigue of like Solo's interaction with LA Knight going, I need you in my corner tonight. And LA Knight was like, no, man. And just,
we've already done that.
I'm okay with this bloodline storyline because there's some unknowingness to it and it could go different ways. Yeah. And if it helps the storyline for LA Knight in a way and keeps Solo Dolo going, I'm okay with it.
Well, and like, this is kind of weird considering just the state of where we've been for a while with champions, but we don't really have anybody going for Roman's title at the moment.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that for this to be the storyline that's kind of
playing out
in place of that. Because it would be weird and it would be even more annoying if this was all going on while Roman was also like dealing with a title storyline. But then he's concerned with bringing Solo back.
And I think it's cool that they're doing the tournament for him because there is a challenger in the line.
Yeah, but it isn't
it's not a storyline needing to be written.
Exactly. So he's kind of just waiting that out, which gives him the time. Like, it makes sense, right? It makes sense. I think that's like the refreshing part of this.
This is what they could have done with Liv.
Yeah.
For 100 days.
Yeah. Right.
I do like your selling point on it last week, but it's just like, we'll get to SmackDown and anyways, go. That was Raw for me.
All right.
All right, that brings us over to SmackDown. What do you got?
Well, actually, it wasn't a bad show.
I don't think so.
It wasn't a bad show at all. First off, thank you for doing our Canadian goddess Chelsea Green the right way. I was about to be so fucking pissed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my lord. Also, how did she break her orbital bone on the right side of her face when JC Jane clocked her on the left side of her face?
I think that's just storyline.
Okay.
I think it was...
Because it wasn't the right side of her face.
Yeah. There was a couple spots that it looked like it could have happened that people were showing last week that they didn't show.
Was it during the match or was it in the post?
It was during the match.
It was during the match.
Yeah, they kept Nia Jax from touching her at all.
Oh, that's true.
And everything. So it was during the match. There was either the finisher where it looked like it might have happened, or there was a turnbuckle spot. But back-to-back weeks or like SummerSlam, and now Chelsea, where Fatal Influence has injured someone.
Who did they hurt?
Brie during the sixth.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I was more on Brie on the other one, but
that was going to happen regardless. But yeah, so I was about to say, like, he's going to give her 30 days, right? Mm-hmm. And now, in hindsight, he was about to strip her of the fucking title because she was not going to be able to wrestle for 30 days. But yet Liv didn't defend her title for over 60 days for no reason.
No reason.
She was more than capable of and just didn't.
Rhea Ripley
Rhea didn't. We haven't seen Rhea since fucking Clash.
Yeah.
And, like, haven't seen her since Clash. They didn't even have her come back to relinquish the fucking title.
Yeah.
You just haven't seen Rhea. She's just been gone since Clash. And then they finally were like, okay, we're going to do something to make this not be so weird. And then you're going to turn around immediately after Chelsea hurt her eye and fucking strip her? I was like, what the fuck? So I am happy that they kind of played that out the way they did, and she gets to keep it, and she'll still be here like every week, doing her thing. So I did appreciate that.
What a fucking promo by Chelsea Green.
I know, man. I know. It was great.
That was like, well done.
Yeah.
I loved every moment of that. I thought that was going to be your banger of the night, to be honest. I thought she killed it. I thought she did. I was emotional for her. And then when she handed the title, I was like, because I had a feeling maybe they're going to let her keep it with the way she was talking.
Yeah.
But then she handed the title, and I was like,
I know, and walked out. And
I was like, no, I was because I was going through phases. I was like pissed off because that's where it was going. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, oh, she's talking him out.
Maybe.
But then she handed yeah. It took me on a roller coaster, and wrestling doesn't do that to you too often. So I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was fantastic. That whole segment I thought was good. So yeah.
Come.
Next is kind of a twofer here. Can we give Sammy something to do?
Please.
Like, he's literally just been in like this weird limbo because every time he's about to do something or has something planned, somebody else gets thrown into it or somebody interferes, and like, let's just fucking have Cody come out and give a promo and have Randy attack him. Why does it have to be at the expense of Sammy?
It just goes justice for Sammy. He's driving it more.
I know. But that leads me to what the ending of the show was. And Cody is definitely turning heel by the end of the year.
You think so?
Mark my words.
I mean, I hope so.
He gives the low blow, and then he's getting ready to use the chair on the stairs, and the Daivari takes it from him.
Good, thank God for the fan there to catch Daivari, because he don't...
I didn't even see that.
He fell off the table, landed on the swivel chair, and he was like going back, and the fans caught him.
But yeah, so Sammy's just in this weird fucking floater place right now with like no real direction towards anything.
Boy, do I want Cody to turn heel, though.
And and then we have that, and I feel like it makes sense. Mm-hmm. Like, all of his friends have turned on him and all of this shit, and eventually he's got to just get fed up and start letting those dark tendencies play out. Yeah. Right? So, yeah. The Punk KO promo is fire again.
Yes,
this was really good. I definitely feel like they have not squashed their personal beef. If they have, they are so fucking good at making you think they have not.
I 100% agree. I thought maybe the week before, they squashed it. But then last night just felt like they were trying to cut each other off left and right. And
yeah. And even just like when Punk first came out, and obviously I know he interrupted KO, but Punk comes out and he gets up on the turnbuckle and he's like shaking the rope and he kind of looks at KO and he laughs and KO's just like, fucking idiot. You know, like it was just that where it's like that could have just been, that could have been a part of it, but it all like it could, but it also felt very much like it was like real. So yeah. I don't know, man. But they pulled all the way back to the
Ring of Honor thing.
Ring of Honor thing.
Yeah.
They didn't mention the shirt specifically, but they
the weight and everything.
The weight and everything, and then Punk finally finishes it with, "When I put your fat ass to sleep."
I was like, whoo. It felt heated. It feels heated. It feels real. And that's, whether it is or not, it feels like a damn good feud going.
You want anyone else to give us to give us what essentially will amount to a 3-week build to a title defense.
This is how you do it.
Because they're gonna have one more Friday next week before the Sunday night's main event.
Yeah. No, it's happening on SmackDown.
Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah. The match is on SmackDown next week.
SmackDown.
So this is a 2-week build.
Yeah.
It was a 2-week build. Never mind that.
And it didn't get physical. Well, I mean, it kind of got a little... There was like a push or something last week. Wasn't there? Felt like there was a push and then people came in to separate them. Maybe. It didn't get more physical than a push. And then last night he was like, I'm saving... I can wait.
Punk just kind of like swatted KO's hand away.
And then
when
he's like, I can wait 7 more days to punch you.
Yeah.
Which I thought was just a gold line, dude.
I've been waiting 20 years. I could wait 7 more days. I loved that. If I would have punched you like I wanted to 20 years ago, you would have ruined my career.
It just feels so good. And to your point, they go to show you can build feuds. Yeah. They can. And this feels like it.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Real good stuff.
It's bringing me to my banger of the night. And JC Jane winning the Intercontinental Championship.
U.S.
That's what I put.
U.S. women.
That's what I said. God damn it. Change that in my notes. The U.S. JC Jane winning the U.S. Championship.
I love it.
It was... They put on... That was a really good match. Like, that's one of the best matches Tiffany's been a part of for a while. There weren't really any botches. There weren't any real moments where I was kind of like, it didn't really hit. Other than I think the one attempted roll up after she hit, she went for the prettiest moonsault and she got the knees up and then she tried to roll her over and that kind of didn't flow too well. But regardless, like they still rolled out, like kicked out and everything, just kept moving on like normal and they played that off well. But I thought the match was fantastic. I thought they did a really good job on the finish of it too. Kind of just making it seem like, oh shit, Chelsea's actually gonna help distract and then lead to Tiffany actually retaining.
Yeah.
Where I was like, I figured it was gonna go the other way, and then it did go the other way because she's getting up for the pretty, and that was the one thing I was like, well, that's not how she usually goes for the PT or the PME.
Yeah.
Because she like hopped up on the bottom and then kind of glanced over and then stopped herself and then just climbed to the top. And I was like, what is she doing? Did she just slip? And now she's like, fuck, climbing. But then she just cross-bodied, which was a beautiful fucking dive to the outside too. And they took that flawlessly. It was great. But then she just rolls out of it. Chelsea's cheering her on. Tiffany rolls in the ring, stands up, turns around, just gets the fucking... What does she call that move?
The rolling something. It's the rolling something.
Yeah, but she fucking just clocks her and gets the pin. And I was like, oh, fuck. So I don't know if this is going to lead to tension between Tiffany and Chelsea. Because Tiffany could probably be like, I've been putting too much focus into this and like trying to keep you okay, and then I just lost everything that I had because of it. Yeah, even though none of it's Chelsea's fault. Yeah.
I could see this going Tiffany going heel. I think she does better in the heel role. So I'm okay with that. Maybe not right away, but maybe the tension does start and goes, I need to focus on myself and everything. But I do like the fresh face, JC Jane. Again, she shined in NXT, and it's carrying over to SmackDown. And
it's not very often that you have a faction, let alone a all women's faction, all holding gold,
carrying the gold. Yeah.
Right. So like, I was like, okay, I actually really like this. I'm good with this, because they are a formidable group, and you can build around that, and you can have them now running the mid card and making it interesting.
Yeah.
Because tag titles are mid card.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And like all tag titles are considered mid card.
Almost less than.
Yeah.
The way they book them.
Yeah, sometimes. Right. So yeah, I think you can totally
MFTs.
play that out. There's a reason.
Yeah,
that
there's a
wasn't part of
reason.
my-
No, I'm super pumped for JC Jane winning it. It gives Tiffany Stratton something to work with now, and Chelsea Green, and like you said, a formidable group holding basically all the gold. So
Yeah.
it makes it fun.
That brings us over to our belts question of the week this week, and I posed it. I said, pick a main roster superstar and write a WrestleMania storyline for them that you would like to see played out. Start from the Royal Rumble and move to WrestleMania. That was really the only parameters, so
Here we
I'm
go.
sure we're going to probably have some significant differences in just the layout and style of how we did it, but that's totally fine. Go for it. What do you got?
I called my road to WrestleMania Brothers No More. It's the Sami Zayn story
Okay.
with KO.
Okay.
The Spark. Sami Zayn makes it to the final two in the Royal Rumble alongside Obafemi. What you don't know is that KO had become champion earlier in the night, prior to the Royal Rumble. KO comes out and tries to assist Sami because, well, he doesn't want to face the ruler come Mania. His assist goes awry and ends more of a distraction to Sami, and Oba capitalizes and wins. Yet another so close moment for Sami Zayn. The next week, Sami is pissed, but KO apologizes profusely and tells him he was only trying to help. KO tells him he got Sami Zayn a qualifying match for the Elimination Chamber, which is against none other than Cody Rhodes. Rhodes wins in a back-and-forth battle for the ages. Post-match, Sami says he doesn't know how much longer he can do this. He's tired of being so close to everything he wants, only to fail so close at the finish line. Elimination Chamber comes. The participants are Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, CM Punk, Finn Balor, and Shinsuke Nakamura. All rivals of Kevin Owens previously in previous years. Pre-match, Cody Rhodes gets attacked by none other than The Rock. The Rock says, "I told you I want your soul." And Cody Rhodes gets taken out of the match without Nick Aldis scrambling. He's so close to the match. He says how close the match was between Rhodes and Sami. He lets Sami fill the spot for Cody Rhodes. Sami goes on to win the match. KO comes out to celebrate. They are hugging, and the crowd is going nuts. And then KO obliterates Sami and leaves him in a pool of his own blood, and the show closes. Next week, we get the KO, why did you do it? KO says, we all know how the story plays out between us. We build up our brotherhood, and one of us backstabs. And I'm not going to be the one to be the failure here. So he says, I made it happen. I'm the prize fighter, and no one's going to hold me back, not while I got this championship. Sami is not an underdog. He's just someone parading as such. Sami was right. All he does is fail, and that's because he will never amount to anything. Over the month long leading to Mania, we get a bunch of snippets of the feud over the years. Sami responds in one of the following shows saying, KO responds to KO and says he's right, he's not an underdog, and that he's tired of that label. He's a wrestler, and a goddamn good one at that. He's had success, but needs one more, and that's to capture the championship and put this brotherhood to rest once and for all. At Mania, if I can't beat you, there's nothing more for me over our storied WWE career, you've had my number. At Mania, I put my career on the line in an Iron Man match with no rules. Over the next few weeks, we get brawls and more history. And then at Mania, Sammy wins 3-2 in a match full of drama and blood. Ends with KO hitting a stunner as the final seconds are falling. He doesn't get the win, so it's tied 2-2. Match goes into sudden death. Sammy gets the win and doesn't lose his career.
I love it.
I love it.
That's glorious.
Played off of our talk last week with Sammy and KO going in a 60-minute Iron Man match.
Make that happen. I like it. Listen to me, Hunter. You make it happen. All right. Mine.
I'm excited.
There's two ways that my entire kind of story could play out with two different people.
Okay.
And it would completely change the way that it's done. Okay.
Okay.
So let me just explain what the pathway here is, and then I'll explain the two people I have in mind for it. So you don't even know who it is yet.
Okay.
Okay. Royal Rumble. Second entrant. Sets the new record for time spent in the match.
Mm-hmm.
Ends up being the runner-up.
Oh.
Okay. Move to Elimination Chamber. Shocks the world, winning a qualifying match to get in. Gets into the match. Certain things happen. Ends up shocking the world and winning the Elimination Chamber. Elimination Chamber comes. The winner of the Royal Rumble still has yet to pick what champion. So you have the winner of the Royal Rumble and the winner of the Elimination Chamber both kind of having their pick of what champion they want.
Yeah.
This person, again, shocks the world and chooses Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Nobody, once I say who they are, you'll be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Nobody would, like, of anyone else, they'd be like, go to the other person. But they're like, no.
Yeah.
I'm making my mark. Let's go. This could be the one chance I have. Go to WrestleMania, and they end up beating Roman Reigns at WrestleMania to become the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, to earn their first world title ever. Now, let me backtrack. The two people I had in mind, because it's going to completely change the way that these events all play out. One, Dirty Dom.
Okay.
Now, Dirty Dom, he's a second entrant in. He has some heel tactics, some dirty stuff, right? He ends up getting, knocked around a little bit. He comes out the bottom rope, spends some time outside the ring. Hell, he might even go under the ring for a little bit.
Yeah.
To run from somebody that might be chasing him or something, right? He waits until the opportune moment. He slides into the ring, throws they think it's the final two, but here comes Dirty Dom. He comes in, he throws the one guy out, goes to do it to the other guy, and he gets thrown out.
Yeah.
Right? Very heelish way to become the runner-up.
Yeah.
Okay. Spends very little time actually in the ring, but sets the record for the most time spent in the match. Right?
Yeah.
Totally Dirty Dom. Here comes the Elimination Chamber. Dirty Dom's his way into the match. Right? I didn't say who he was facing in the qualifier, but whoever it is, it hits a low blow, uses the ring bell, the hammer thing, whatever, picks up the win to get into the match. In the match, he's in first. In the Elimination Chamber, he's in first person in. One of the first two, I guess. And just getting absolute ass beat. Mm-hmm. Just getting demolished. And at one point, makes his way up to the top of one of the chambers.
Okay.
Trying to, hide out.
Yeah.
Well, meanwhile, it's only 3 left. He's up on top trying to just like catch his breath and hide. The 2 other people in the ring are putting on a fucking clinic in the ring to the point where you forget Dom's up there.
Yeah.
Right? They're just wearing each other out. It's going down to the wire. One gets the pinfall, but it's one of those where they like finally hit the finisher and then like crawl into it and they're laying on it. Gets the 3, rolls over.
Frog splash.
Dirty Dom picks up the win.
Yeah.
Chooses Roman. Goes on to end up being the biggest baby face in the history of the fucking company as a heel.
Yeah.
Right? To beat and unseat.
Dethrone Roman Reigns.
Yeah, dethrone Roman Reigns as champion.
Wow. Okay.
So there's that side.
Yeah. That's shocking the world.
Now, the other side. Carmelo Hayes.
He's the Rumble winner?
No, he's the Rumble. He's the runner-up. So that's what I was saying. This entire
yeah.
storyline plays out in 2 different ways in my head.
Yeah.
One where it's Dirty Dom being just the heelish motherfucker he is, and the other one, which I almost kind of like more, Carmelo Hayes works his way through most of those same scenarios, just without the heel tactics.
Yeah.
But just like the dig down grit, gonna just mellow don't miss, gonna make you all recognize who I am.
Yeah.
Type of winning these things. Comes out number 2 and is just like fully in the match. He's eliminating people. He's just surviving, gets down to the final 2 and ends up getting thrown out. Elimination Chamber, wins the qualifier, does it in a hell of a like a really good, nice, long, well-fought match.
Yeah.
Gets in. And then similar idea, he gets up to the top.
Yeah.
Or in this one, I thought more of like he gets dragged to the top.
Oh, okay.
Right? So he's like being brought up to the top. Somebody's going to hit him with some shit off the top. But he kind of gets saved in a way by one of the other guys coming out of the final guy coming out of the chamber. Yeah. And he goes straight for the dude getting him up there.
Yeah.
One thing leads to another. They battle it out. You kind of forget Mello's up there.
Yeah.
Same kind of scenario plays out.
Yeah.
He hits a frog splash and then hits the
Mello don't miss.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Or Mello don't miss is a leg drop,
nothing
right?
but net.
Nothing but net. Yeah.
Nothing but net. Sorry. Yeah.
That's what
That's his slogan.
That's what I was thinking was. So, or he hits nothing but net from the top of the chamber for the win.
Breaks his ass.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, we've seen Matt Hardy do a leg drop from the top of the top of the cage before. He can do that. And then chooses Roman, and now you got Mello versus Roman. And
hell yeah.
He defies
David versus Goliath.
Exactly. Defies the odds, and you get Mello in his first world title.
I like
win
it.
Over none other
very
than
different paths
the Tribal
to
Chief.
your point.
Yeah.
And I can see both of those. Hell yeah. I like that.
Yeah, man.
Fun question. Fun, tough question.
Bringing us on over to Blockbusters.
Alrighty then.
Ooh. First up, we got our focus features, and mine is Paper Tigers. Or Paper Tiger. Is it
Paper
singular?
Tiger, yeah.
Singular. Paper Tiger. So this says, in James Gray's deeply felt and intense drama, 2 brothers become entangled in a scheme that turns out to be too good to be true as they try to navigate their way through the dangerous world of the Russian mafia. Family bonds begin to fray with life-altering consequences. The cast of this is Adam Driver, Scarlett Johansson, and Miles Teller. Not Telper. Miles Teller. The release date will be in November of this year. There was not a specific date yet that was given. And the platform will be in the theatres.
In the theaters.
What do you think of this trailer?
It looks great, man. It just
looks intense.
It looks intense. Feels intense. I love the cast of it. Just some good acting chops going on in this, and just the intensity. It looks like it's high stakes, and those movies just tend to be good, and I like that.
And I also like that I still don't fully know what's going on.
A lot of the trailers this week that we'll talk about do not give you much to go off of, and I really like that. That's how trailers should be. Yeah. And I did think that watching this one, I was just like, ooh, it doesn't give you a lot. Yeah. What is going on?
Yep. I know. I watched this. I watched a couple of them, and I was just like, fuck. We had some good trailers come out this week.
Yeah.
Plus, we had D23 last night.
Yep.
So yeah, and it was just like, but there was just something about this one that I was like, fuck, this just looks intense. It looks old school.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It just like, it has a different feel. It's obviously set back in I don't know what the exact time frame is, but it's.
You got mafia. You got mobs going on.
Feels like it's an older time frame.
Yeah.
To an extent. And yeah, I don't know.
I like it.
Looks good.
I like it.
I'm here for it.
My focus feature of the week is Vision Quest, and the trailer did just drop last night at D23. A synopsis, it's a series, so we get a quick little one here. It follows the Vision trying to regain his memory and humanity. Cast of this is Paul Bettany and a returning James Spader.
Yeah.
Along some others, but these were the two biggest names. The release date for this is October 14th of this year, and the platform is Disney Plus. What did you think of this?
This looks awesome. I'm really excited for it. I like that it like built into, while it wasn't all like the three things haven't always been presented as a trilogy. That's how this built it, with WandaVision, Agatha All Along, and then this Vision Quest, and as being like the third in a trilogy of shows. And I mean, it does make sense because it all stems from each other for sure. But I'm excited to see in actually what capacity Ultron is.
Yeah.
Here, right? Because you hear whoever it is at one point in the trailer say like, there's like a maniacal robot in your mind or something like that. Yeah. And so I'm like, is Ultron fully just in Vision's mind, or is he actually physically there as well?
Yeah.
Like, because there's the one part where Vision's like, Ultron, human avatars only.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. And changes into James Spader, which is just awesome. I'm very excited about getting to see James Spader actually live action him in the MCU.
Yeah.
In whatever capacity it's actually going to be in.
Phenomenal actor.
Yeah, he's amazing. So.
Yeah, man, I'm super pumped for this. To your point, it was just like it is a trilogy, but they've definitely made them all very different and everything, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
Like from Agatha and now this, I think the ultimate goal here is to really get Billy and Tommy as focus for the future of MCU, because Billy was part of Agatha along.
And maybe even bring back Wanda. Like, this could potentially be like the way to pull Wanda back in right before like Doomsday and Secret War and all that. So,
which I would be all here for. She needs to come back. But
you know that there's probably going to be a 6 to 8 episode season. October 14th. I mean, that puts us right at Doomsday almost. Maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks between, but I mean, it ends like that has to have been done purposefully.
Yeah. Oh, agree.
Has to have, right? It's not just a random happening like that. You know, they scheduled this specifically for a reason. So
yes, exactly. And so, like I said, you get Billy and Agatha along. You get Tommy in this one. So hopefully you're right though. There's a way to get Wanda back in, but
because I'm like, the other thing too is I'm thinking Doomsday is going to be playing into the entirety of like the multiverses and stuff. You know, all of them, the different timelines being attacked. Well, who is one of the only other people who has successfully managed to navigate through multiple timelines?
Wanda.
Oh, Scarlet Witch, baby.
Yep. So. And I mean, we're going to talk about it here in a little bit, but Doomsday, especially this newest trailer, leads in And even the teasers leading up to the official trailer it's focused on the kids.
Yeah.
So the kids are a big focus on Doomsday. So that probably has a lot to do with that as well.
Yeah.
Super exciting things in the Marvel universe.
I know. What's in the news?
What's in the news?
We got quite a few things in the news. So we have, to start off, American Hostage. It's oh god, why am I gonna forget his damn name? Your Friends and Neighbors. Why am I forgetting his name?
John Hamm.
John Hamm, thank you. You got John Hamm as a radio personality. Ends up, or talk show host, I guess, radio talk show host of some form. Ends up in a thrilling pursuit of this guy who's holding this guy hostage and wants his time on air, and he ends up kind of being the negotiator. He ends up kind of turning into the negotiator. Kind of, it seems as though it's against his will.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh man, I'm super pumped. John Hamm is just pumping out some great stuff lately, seriously. And so I'm here for this one, man. And I like the premise of it too. So.
Yeah, me too. It's. Oh, I feel like I've seen certain things like this play out in different ways over media, right? Like Psych had a episode that kind of revolved around them catching a killer through the radio.
Yeah.
I mean, not really the exact same, but still incorporated. Jingle All the Way. There's the talk show part that plays into a large part of the events.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just another one where I'm just kind of like, all right, let's go. And it's John Hamm. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Next up is Josephine.
I'm so excited for this one.
This is another one where I'm like, what's happening? What is going on? Because the trailer, I feel like, is purposely very misleading. Mm-hmm. You have Channing Tatum. You have Gemma Chan.
I think Gemma Chan, yeah.
Yeah. And then newcomer Mason Reeves playing the daughter in the film. And you don't really know what's going on. You don't know what's happening. You just know that the daughter is being like interviewed, interrogated on almost looks like at one point it's on stand at trial. Mm-hmm. You don't really know what's happening. You just know that she keeps getting asked like, what happened? What did you see? Channing Tatum at one point says, you need to tell me right now if like, well, I forget exactly what he says, but like if you actually saw what you said you saw or whatever, like there's a bunch of stuff playing out but it's just very, I don't know, it's just very like not a lot's given, but so much happens that you're just like, holy crap. But I mean, it's the whole thing is like Channing Tatum gives a career best performance. Like Gemma Chan is flawless. All of those things, and you're just like, I want to fucking know what's happening. So I'm very excited about this. Like
this
was sort of thriller.
This was one of those trailers where you're just like, okay, what is this movie about? Yeah. Like, there's some questioning, but what happened? And you really want to know.
The one part where the person asks like, "What did you see?" and the girl just goes, like. That's it, and you're just like, what is going on? What happened?
Yeah, I'm super pumped for this. It looks thrilling. Mm-hmm. Next up, we got Last Seen. This is an Apple Plus TV show, and it's Australian actors. It looks like, and it's a police like dispatcher guy picks up a phone call, and it's a little girl saying this name, and then mentions Mags, and that's the name of his missing daughter, and then it just goes into him going, was that her? And it seems to be playing out that it is, and so it goes on the hunt for his missing daughter. And so I love these kind of TV shows. There's like The Missing on Stars or Showtime. It was a really good one, kind of similar premise, but I like a missing persons show and just kind of unraveling what happens and hopefully a promising end for him.
for sure. Yeah, I mean, like I said, like I thought I put this one on, so it looks really good to me. I like the whole idea of like in the trailer, you know that this guy fully believes that this girl's his daughter, but then the girl's family like leave our daughter alone, like thinks it's their daughter, but it's like what actually happened? Did they kidnap this girl when she was little and raised her as their own kind of thing, or like what's going on? So, it looks really good. I'll be excited to see it when it comes out and get down to the bottom of it.
I like it.
Next up, we have Just Play Dead. This is the new Samuel L. Jackson flick, where him and his wife, unbeknownst to the wife, it seems like in the trailer, they have been living off of embezzled money, and the feds are apparently after them. And so he says, you know, in 30 or 60 days or whatever he said, like by that time, we're going to be in prison. And so he concocts this idea of her taking on a new lover and then faking his death and framing him for it so that they can go off and live with $30 million or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, she then spins it, and because she's pissed at him because she doesn't know that the money is illegal money, so she spins it to trying to get the lover to actually kill him, and then they can go off and live together.
Yeah.
And I just loved in like towards the end of the trailer, Samuel L. Jackson, he says, you know what they say, 3 people can keep a secret if 2 of them are dead. And then it just goes on to like shows them all holding guns in different scenes like at each other. The kids driving away on the speedboat and the yacht behind them explodes. Like you just don't really know what's actually going to play out. And it just seems like another good, but probably slightly funny,
it got Samuel L. Jackson, of course.
Thrilling action Samuel L. Jackson movie.
Yeah, so. Man. I like how it just kept adding layers to the whole thing going, you know, it starts with them to add in this person, but it's like a double turn and
then add in the detective who then starts hooking up with the wife as well. Like
it just, who's going to turn on who's going to come out on top of this all, which makes for a fun movie. So, all right, next up, I'm going to switch the order here. Okay. Animals. That was my original focus feature, and I still think it could be, but just Vision Quest came out last night and just kind of knocked it down just a little bit for me. But this is Ben Affleck's directed movie. It's coming out on Netflix, and it's another like kid has gone missing or kidnapped. It's a ransom, and you get no words in this trailer. You just get
I really like that.
A buzzing of the phone and God, it was just
suspenseful,
unnerving,
climbing music.
Yeah, it was unnerving. Looks intense. You don't know what's going to happen. And stack cast as well. We got Kerry Washington, Ben Affleck, and everything. So this looks solid, dude.
It looks great.
I can't wait.
I'm very, very excited about this one. It has like vibes of Gone Girl and Ransom.
Yeah.
You know, the Mel Gibson movie. Kind
of little bit of Man on Fire.
Little Man on Fire. Yeah, it's just like
Prisoners.
Okay,
that's a good
what's
call.
What's going on here? You know, and it looks good.
Hell yeah,
coming out on Netflix too.
Yep. Last night also dropped another trailer for Doomsday. They called it Doomsday Special Look Trailer. Mm-hmm. And this one's more doom talking. And you got...
and I liked the you have Sue talking to start.
Yeah, Sue Storm is...
giving a little background of...
Doom.
Yeah,
Victor, and saying he wasn't always this way, and something changed, and kind of... not, well, maybe a little sympathy, but he lost everything. Mm-hmm. And so it kind of just gives you a backstory of why Doom is the way he is. And then you up the ante where Frank Reed Richards, sorry.
Yeah. Reed Richards
is asking, "Did you do this?" And then
did you do this? And then he screams, "Did you do this?"
So stakes are building throughout the trailer. It looks great. Like we were alluded to earlier, really focused on showing snippets of kids, and Doom is saying, "You guys have been living someone else's lives and gonna take that from you." And then at the end, I think those are Sentinels, right? That he brings up, and then it goes into the Avengers music, and then more of a countdown.
I loved that line where he said, "You will beg for hell." Thor says, "You will beg for hell long before I give it to you," and then in the trailer, at least, it's how it's played out. He does the jump up with the lightning, and Doom stops him, and then like just flings him up against the rock, and then Doom says something along the lines of like, "What you don't know is hell answers to me, because I am Doom."
Yeah,
and then it's. And you're just like, oh, fuck. Yeah, it looks good.
It feels so good.
It looks really good.
I'm so pumped for this.
Yeah, me too. Somehow, some way, this is going to turn out to be whether it's Doomsday or it's Secret Wars, where it actually comes to fruition. All of the parents, I feel like, are going to end up dead or gone. Maybe they're the ones that get taken to Battle World or something. Like something's going to happen to where it's going to be the new Avengers that has to set out.
Yeah,
like New Avengers plus possibly the next talking point here.
Yep.
Because of just the young ages of all of them.
Yep.
And this is kind of that reset of the MCU that everyone has been discussing.
Yeah.
So
bringing us to our next talking point, X-Men is officially got a date. It's coming out on May 5th of 2028, and we got updated cast. You alluded to this last week. Leak came out. Kit Connor is going to be Cyclops. We got Christopher Abbott as Professor Charles Xavier. We got Samara Weaving as Emma Frost. We got Indy Navarrete as Rogue. We got Maya Boyd as Storm. Adam Driver as Mr. Sinister, and of course Sadie Sink as Jean Grey.
Yeah, man.
We got our X-Men.
We got
most of them.
We got a core group at least.
Yeah.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to start.
And Adam Driver is in X-Men, but not Magneto.
Not Magneto.
Mr. Sinister, which I'm okay with.
I'm good with that too.
I think, like I said, he plays a good bad guy, and Mr. Sinister is a good bad guy.
I'm very interested to see what Christopher Abbott, like how that is going to be portrayed. Oddly enough, his lovely, charming, beautiful wife played Hell. Or not Hell, sorry, Death. That's Aubrey Plaza.
Oh,
he's married to Aubrey Plaza. And she played Death in Agatha All Along.
Yeah.
So, got a little MCU marriage there now, and I'm very interested to see his take on Professor X.
Yeah.
Like Kit Connor looks to me like I'm like, yeah, that's Cyclops. That fits. I like that.
Yeah.
Sadie Sink, Jean Grey, yes. Samara Weaving, Emma Frost, hell yeah. Indy Navarrete, Rogue, hell yeah. I am here for that. Let's do this. Maya Boyd looks fantastic. Like she will play, like fantastically, like she could play Storm great.
Yeah.
Christopher Abbott does not necessarily strike me as a Professor X.
I agree.
So I'm very interested and very intrigued in this, and I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. He's
have
a great
faith in
actor.
Kevin. So, have faith in Kevin.
Yep, absolutely. In Kevin, we trust.
Yep.
We got a special segment this week, and that special segment is the return of Toasted or Trash.
It's been a minute since you've done a toasted or trash.
Been a minute since I've done toasted or trash, yeah.
I always give it to Justin when he fills in.
So, again, what toasted or trash is we assign each other a movie or show to watch throughout the week, and then we come back on, we talk about how we thought about it, whether it was a rewatch or a new watch for us, and then we decide whether we thought it was toasted or trash, and whether the person that assigned it to us thought it was toasted or trash as well. So, my watch, but you gave me, was Disturbia. I believe came out in 2008.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there. Yeah. 2007, 2008. Starring Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
And then I gave you What Happens in Vegas with Ashton Kutcher and Cameron Diaz.
Yes,
Lake Bell and... I always forget his damn name.
I know. Me too.
It's the bald dude from Hot Tub Time Machine. I always forget his name.
Fucking funny ass dude.
He's hilarious. But anyway... So, Tim, take it away. What Happens in Vegas?
What Happens in Vegas is a rewatch for me. I've seen this movie many a times, and I love it. It's a fucking funny movie. It's that borderline raunchy rom-com. I think Cameron Diaz, everyone nails their roles in this movie. Agreed. And the premise of it is just, a relation. They get married when they're drunk, and then the judge makes them go through 6 months of hard marriage to decide whether they're gonna get divorced. And the shenanigans that goes on is just fucking funny. The guy, Ashton Kutcher's lawyer, the guy we can't remember, is just fucking hilarious throughout the whole movie. I pick up a new line in this movie every time I watch it. And the newest one I got was Zach Galifianakis, and Ashton's gonna borrow his car towards the end. He's like, "Do you even know how to drive an automatic?" And I just never caught that before, and it just killed me. Just freaking killed me. Oh, and then the movie has like 2 post-credit scenes, which is I didn't expect, but both are funny. Movie's great. I think it's toasted, and I think you think it's toasted.
Absolutely. I honestly gave you this because I just wanted an excuse to watch it again. I love this movie. I always have. It's great. I just like thinking. It just popped in my mind too. Like the amount of roles that Ashton Kutcher has played that are somewhat similar.
Mm-hmm.
What Happens in Vegas, he ends up falling in love with like this kind of random person to an extent, right? Of course, now I'm gonna fucking totally space on all the other movies I was thinking of. No strings attached. Just Married. My Boss's Daughter.
Mm-hmm. I kept thinking of that
one more specifically that I just had in mind too that I'm totally spacing on now. But anyways, like there's just like so many movies that he has played in somewhat similar roles, but are all completely different movies and all so fucking good.
Yeah.
Like they're all really good movies.
He plays a good rom-com guy.
Yeah, like a raunchy rom-com.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's really good.
So funny. I found myself just laughing. I still laugh, and that's a good...
Absolutely.
You know why.
You know why.
All right. I gave you Disturbia.
You did.
And I gave it to you because we've recently talked on it. And it's not going to be a classic critique for many a year.
Yes,
so
for a minute.
And it's just popped into my mind. And I wanted to watch it again. So.
Yeah. I love this movie. I always have loved this movie. It was like, this was one of my favorite movies for a long time when it first came out. This is like, in all honesty, this is like young Shia LaBeouf at his best.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. And just the way it's played out. And I feel like it plays on, I don't know, there's so much emotion involved in this movie for it being like a teenage, even though all of the characters were in their like early 20s when it came out. But still, just like, I don't know, it just plays on a lot of like very relatable things and then adds in the not necessarily so believable side piece, which is the main story of all of a sudden one of their neighbors is a serial killer.
Yeah.
And then they're like, he's trapped inside because he's on house arrest and he's just has nothing else to do. His mom cuts his fucking TV cord. She cancels his iTunes, cancels his Xbox Live. Fucking talk about the Xbox Live, just the screen.
Yeah.
When he fucking goes back and I was like, oh my God, I forgot that's what it looked like. It was so weird looking back then.
Yeah.
But I kind of miss it.
Just the whole stuff. iPod and
just like everything,
iTunes and just everything.
That's 60 hours of my life. But yeah, or 60 gigs of my life, I think is what he said.
Yeah,
still,
60 gigs.
I don't know. It's a really cool little throwback, kind of nostalgic movie for us, I think.
Yeah.
And then again, you add in like the thriller, horror, suspenseful aspects of it all. It just makes for a really fun watch and just a really good all around movie. So,
yeah.
I definitely toasted for me, and I know you think it's toasted. So.
I absolutely 100%. I was obsessed with this movie when it came out. I had this was like when you could put movies on your iPod. It was first movie I put on my iPod, and it was like watching a time capsule for me. It's very relatable. Just, I mean, Shia deserved everything that his mom cut off. He was acting like a twerp for sure.
Totally a little asshole of a kid.
But also just like you feel for him. He lost his dad. That teacher had it coming.
I know, the teacher deserved what he got too. He deserved to get punched.
I still quote his friend where he's like saying kiss ass. Kiss ass. No, kiss ass. I say kiss ass way too much in life because of this movie. It was just as fun rewatching it. It's been so long since I've seen it, and so it still holds up to me.
Yeah, it's great. Blockbusters question of the week to wrap it up. Once again, I posed this. This is different. This is new. We haven't done anything like this before, so I think hopefully it'll be fun. So what I said was write a movie synopsis. We will read it to each other, and we will try to cast each other's movies. Mm-hmm. So I just wrote just the main characters really mentioned in the synopsis.
Yeah.
I have two that are actually mentioned, and then one is just kind of alluded to.
Okay.
And I in mine I say who I want you to give me.
Okay.
So, yeah, go for it. What's your synopsis? What do we got?
All right. Well, this is called Scream Genesis, and it's a prequel to the Scream.
Of course.
Because why not? Because it's Scream, baby. The synopsis goes like this. Before the mask became an icon, a quiet California town is shattered when bitter outcast Roman Bridger orchestrates the brutal murder of Maureen Prescott, manipulating vengeful teenagers Billy Loomis and Stu Macher into committing the crime, framing Cotton Weary, and setting a traumatized Sidney Prescott on a path toward survival.
So I'm really only casting Maureen and Roman.
Yeah, I mean, you could still cast a young Stu, young Billy, and young Sidney. Okay. But the main two are Roman, Maureen, even a Cotton Weary. This is a fucking hard question, by the way. Just coming up with a synopsis.
Well, I know, but
then now casting.
Yeah, I didn't expect you to just write a fucking another movie that's already happened.
It hasn't happened. It's alluded to.
You and Scream, you son of a bitch. I have did they ever show either of them? Maureen Prescott or... They
showed a picture, yeah.
Picture, okay. Well, and then kind of a... Didn't they show kind of like a flashback of her actually getting murdered?
They...
Briefly, in like number...
Their reenactment of it
3.
in 3. It wasn't the actual murder scene.
Yeah. Oh, reenact. That's right.
Because they were filming
for the Hollywood movie set. That's right. Okay. Ooh. Okay, hold on. I don't remember her name. I do not remember her name, but Carla Souza? Souza, maybe? It's Souza.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That's
your Maureen. I like it.
Maureen, yeah. Maureen Prescott.
Or Maureen Reynolds,
Yeah.
as she's referred to in Scream 3. Roman Bridger.
Roman Bridger. Well, shit, I guess I don't know how well that works with her. 'Cause she's 41.
I mean,
So
she
age-wise,
looks younger than Maureen does in those movies. So.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you only see a picture, but she definitely looks younger than...
We'll roll with it then.
I mean, I think it fits because the events of Maureen dying happened a year before 1996.
The events of Sidney Prescott.
And she's in high school, so the timeline fits.
Yeah, it does fit. Okay.
And you gotta remember, Roman Bridger is technically Maureen's kid.
Oh, yeah. That's right,
So
because it's Sidney's half-brother.
Yeah.
But older half-brother.
Yes.
Okay.
Who's played by Scott Foley.
Okay. Ooh. Paul Mescal.
Huh?
No, never mind. I don't think that would work. Age-wise, wouldn't work. Either Tyler Buchanan. Oh, sorry, Tanner Buchanan, which is him.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Nah, fuck it. Let's just stick with him. Yeah,
I like him.
I'm going Tanner Buchanan as a young Roman Bridger. He was born in 98, December of 98, so he's only 27 right now.
I think it works.
So I think 27.
He could play young
the other guy was
20s.
like 42.
Yeah, that works.
So that puts her at like 14, 15.
Yeah.
Young, having a kid, right? And wasn't that kind of like...
Yeah.
She had him young and then had Sydney but gave him up or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
I like it.
All
right. All right, give me yours. This is where I'm going to struggle hard. Maybe. Vince Vaughn.
You really only have two actual people to cast, but the alluded to. So, synopsis. When Detective Cale Roberts gets the gut-wrenching call of shots fired at his own residence, he races home to find a bloody scene. I said detective. It should be FBI agent. But anyways, he's an FBI agent. As his colleagues try to keep him from entering his house, he busts in to find his wife brutally murdered. As the details of the case begin to emerge, Cale recognizes similarities to multiple murders that he has been investigating across the country. The issues begin to mount faster as it becomes clear each murder took place in a location Cale and his family had visited while they were there.
Mm-hmm.
Cale immediately realizes he will soon become the prime suspect of all of this. This begins a race to prove his innocence as it becomes clear that this case is much more personal than he could have imagined. So, I want you to give me the main character. I want you to give me the wife.
Yeah.
And I want you to cast the killer.
Cast the killer.
Knowing that this has become much more personal than he could have imagined. So I want you to cast the killer and give me what's the relation to Cale.
I have to give you the relation?
Yeah.
Well, that's not part of this question. I'm just casting.
It's open-ended. You're casting, but you have to cast the part. What is the part?
The part is the killer. And he has some kind of relationship. That is it.
Come on.
Let's go with detective. We're going detective here, and we're gonna go. Detective is gonna be Miles Teller.
Okay.
Wife. Deceased wife. Flashbacks, I'm sure, are ensuing, so we're gonna see a live wife. So Miles Teller's wife is going to be Catherine Newton. Is going to be the wife.
Yeah.
So we got Miles Teller, FBI agent. Catherine Newton is wifey. And the killer is going to be... I got a backstory for the killer now. I just got to find the killer. So I accepted your challenge.
I knew you would.
He's a year older than me, so he is 39.
Oh, okay.
All right. Who am I going to make? I want someone similar age. He's kind of played this role before.
Scapegoat. It's a scapegoat.
It kind of is. But why? I'm so terrible with names. Sorry. It is Paul Dano is the killer. And the backstory here is they grew up together.
Okay.
And Miles Teller gets the girl and kind of just gets the life that Paul Dano wanted. And that just kind of sets his life up on a crash course of becoming a serial killer. And then he's trying...
It's Paul Dano, even he's like a beat cop, like a traffic, like a fucking... He's the one that gives out like parking tickets and shit like that. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they were on like trying to go towards a similar career path.
Yeah.
They both had know this girl. He gets the girl. He gets the FBI job. He's doing all this, traveling all over the place, and he's just like.
And it just helps, keep a parallel though, and him being able to stay close to this guy, Miles Teller's character and everything, and kind of follow footsteps and kind of plant those seeds that maybe Miles Teller is a killer, but not.
I like it.
There we go.
I like it.
All right. Fun question. Tough ass question. I'm not great at those, so thank you for pushing me out my comfort zone.
Damn right.
Episode 115.
Cheers.
Let's fucking go.